It was frightening to me.
Sandra Griffin McCall remembers the night Medgar Evers was shot to death outside of his West Jackson home.
I was 13 when Mr. Evers was killed. That night, we got the call. My mother got the call because she worked and volunteered for the NAACP.
That was one of the first times she understood that her family's work with the civil rights movement could be dangerous. She was reminded again one summer in the late 60s when she and her brother volunteered with the NAACP. As he stood outside the Hinds County Courthouse encouraging people to register to vote, something happened.
When he did, the NAACP office received a call and said that they had to come get him within 10 minutes. If not, then you know what would happen. And of course, there was a race to get him off of the courthouse steps.
Things weren't always tense. There were some very memorable moments.
The highlight of that summer was meeting Dr. Martin Luther King. They brought him down to where I was typing up those people, the names of the people that registered to vote, and he shook my hand and he said, "Thank you for what you're doing." Months later, he was dead.
As the years passed, her family remained close to the Evers family. One day, her mother got a call from Myrlie Evers asking a favor.
Asked her, please, if she would go over to the house and stay in the house until I decide what I'm going to do with it.
She stayed for about 4 years.
The first night, I could not sleep because I kept thinking about everything that was happening.
As the fight for civil rights and social justice continued, so did McCall's work, even to this day. She's currently the campaign coordinator for Congressman Benny Thompson and is one of the election commissioners in the city of Jackson. McCall says being back at the Evers home, which is now a museum, reminds her that there is still much to be done.
You have to think about Mr. Evers gave his life for the right for us to vote, for us to do the things that we need to do. So preserving this house means a lot to me. Keep on fighting. That's what we have to do.
In Jackson, Aaron Pickens, 16 WAPT News.